Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world, and the message, it reads like this. Hello, how are you, Brother Nashi? Can you please post for me my own story? I started being a lesbian when I came here to South Africa. I came here to South Africa. This was in the year 2022. Yes, that was when I came. I had met this other guy on Facebook. So he told me that he was looking for a wife, and he knew this other Malaysia that was going to bring me to South Africa. And I said, okay, it's fine. When I came to South Africa, I started staying with him. This guy was working by the farms. And when he was working on the farm, the money that he was making, it was not a lot. The salary that I expected that he was going to be getting, it was not what I thought that he would get. And when I realized that this man was broke and he was poor, that was when I ran away from him with another guy, and I started staying in the locations. I started working as a maid. So in the location, there was this other woman who liked me quite a lot. This woman then told me that she had a rich friend. So the rich friend had seen me once, and she had already fallen in love with me. That is the woman that is my blesser right now. She's a South African wealthy woman, but I need advice from you. So she told me that there was this other lady that was looking for a Zimbabwean that could work for him. I was really excited when I went to work. I started working for that woman. I started by doing some piece jobs. This I would do between Friday, and I would also do it over the weekends. So whenever she was around, like, she would have the habit of getting naked in front of me. Like, she would say, can you go and remove something in the bedroom or just clean the bedroom? Then she would come, and then she would start to undress herself, and she would go into the bathroom, and she'll be like, oh, I have forgotten my soap, I have forgotten this and that, can you give it to me? And she'll be in the tub totally naked. So I would look the other way, and I did not even know that this woman, she was into other women as well. One day she then told me that she wanted me to come to her house because they were having a braai. I then went to her house, and there were only women that were there. She then offered me some alcohol, but it had a weird taste to it. Later on, she told me that she had put some sex pills in there. So then that was when I started to feel like I really needed a man. I then told her that I wanted to return back to the location. I had already spoken with this other guy that I was dating, and I told him that I wanted him to come to my place because I felt like I needed a man on that day. So she then stopped me from going, and she'd be like, you will go later on. So she kept on giving me this weird tasting alcohol. When she kept on giving me this weird tasting alcohol, the more that I lost control and I wanted a man. I then said that I'm not feeling okay. Can you offer me a place where I can just sleep, because I was feeling too much fatigue and I really wanted to make love. She then said to me, you can go and then you can sleep in my bedroom, no problem. I had no idea. I then went into the bedroom, and when I went into the bedroom, then I was feeling a little bit dizzy, and that was when I started to feel that there was someone that was touching me. When I woke up, I saw that it was my boss lady. When I saw that it was my boss lady, I asked him what was really going on, because she was a woman, and right there she was on top of me. She then said, I want to show you something that you have never done. Have you ever kissed a woman before? And I said no. And she was like, I'm going to show you something that is so nice. She started touching me all over until I felt so wonderful, and then she started making love to me. The feeling that I can explain to you, it felt much more good than I had ever felt when making love to a man. Like I had never felt so good. And then she told me that she was into dating women and she wanted me to become her wife, and I did not even know what I was going to do. And she said, you don't have to tell anyone. This is a secret that you and we can just share, a secret that we can share between you and me. And I said, okay, it's fine, there is no problem. So as time went on, she started spoiling me. She would give me money and she would give me girlfriend allowance, and I stopped being a maid. She then said, I want you to find another woman that can come and work. So each and every time when I would go for the piece jobs, I would go with another woman and I would be sleeping the entire day whilst that woman would be busy doing her duties. Every month she gives me cash. She has told me that now she is serious. She wants to marry me. I could have gotten married to her without ever telling you that I am dating another woman, but there are things that she has made me to do throughout the relationship that I am now scared of. The first time around, I saw her, she was wearing my panty that I had left at her house, and when I confronted him about that, because this panty, like, I did not find it after we had made love throughout the night. So the next morning I said, I can't find my panty, and she said, okay, I will buy you some. She then went to the mall and she came back and she gave me some lingerie set that she had bought for me. So I said, please look for my panty, I don't know where it is. When we started fighting because she had cheated on me, I saw some messages in her phone and I was like, I can't do this anymore. You are the one that taught me to love other women. Now you are breaking my heart. What do you want me to do? You know what? It's fine. Let me continue with my life. I'll pretend as if this never even happened in the first place. And she then sent me a picture. She sent me a picture of my underwear and she was like, you still remember this? I have this. You will never ever break away and you will never ever love another person again. And I thought that she was joking, but I started to cry and I found myself back at her place asking her for forgiveness, telling her that it's okay, she had cheated on me, but I still loved her a lot. So this is what I am going through. This woman, I don't know if she is into rituals or what. There are times when I just see some things when I am at her house. All of a sudden, I can just see other women, but these women that I see, they would be busy sleeping with me, and they'll be like snakes that will be sleeping with me, but they will be women. I don't know how to explain it to you. I am even confused on my own as to how can I describe these women that I see on top of me whenever she is sleeping with me. So I need advice from your listeners. When you post my story, should I continue with this relationship? This woman, she is saying that once she divorced her husband, because she was once married, once she divorced her husband, then she is going to marry me. As I'm speaking with you, my parents, they don't even know that I am dating another woman. She is the one that introduced me to this whole thing, and now sometimes when I want to walk away, she threatens me and says, you know, I have done some things on you. I have put some charms on you. You can never ever love another man again. So I'm scared. This woman has money. She gives me money that most of the men here can never make in a single month. It is just girlfriend allowance. But the scary thing is that I have dreams. I see snakes that will be crawling all over my stomach when she is making love to me. When I tell her, she just laughs and says to me, you know what, don't even worry about that. It will pass. It will come to pass. So I need advice from your listeners. When you post my story, please tell me. I'll be following through in the comment section. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sisters. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Let us try to speak with our sister in the comment section. Yay! Then there is another message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. The message that was sent to me, it reads like this. Hello, Brother Nanshi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? I have come here because I want to share with you my own story. So this is what happened to me. And if you are a woman that is currently dating someone that is rich, or if you are dating a rich Nigerian, you need to be very careful. As for me, I thought that I was much more clever than he was, but now I'm suffering because of the things that I did to him. So me and this Nigerian guy, we met at a party. I was invited by my friend, and she told me that she was going to this other all-white party. She was dating a lot of Nigerians, and that time I told her that I did not want to date Nigerians. But still, when she said, let us go to the party, I agreed and I went to that party with her. The party was so amazing, and everything that was happening there, it was so lovely and it was so beautiful. And then that was when I was approached by this other guy. This guy that approached me, he was a Nigerian. He was someone who did not look like he had money. Still, he came to me and he said that he wanted me to speak with him, and I said it's fine. And then as we were talking, he then offered me money. He said, I want to give you money. And I asked him what was the money for. He told me that the money was for me to speak with him continuously on the phone because he wanted my phone number. And I said, so you're paying me so that I can give you my phone numbers? And he said, yeah, that is exactly what I am doing. I want your phone numbers. And then I gave him my phone numbers. After I had given him my phone numbers, me and this guy, we then started talking. We started dating. And the relationship, I can say that it was all about money. I do not want to lie. It was all about money and nothing else. He was the one that taught me that a man has to give you money if they want to sleep with you. And he would always give me money that would finish somehow. When he would give me 10k just going out shopping, when I would count the money again, I'll see that the money would be gone. He would always give me cash. I did not even know that my Nigerian boyfriend, he was a ritualist, and all that I saw was the money that he had. Then I started to have dreams. This was after some days after I had slept with him. I would see my Nigerian boyfriend with a snake that will be wrapped around his chest and his neck, and he would be holding a human skull, and this skull would be talking to him. Then when I would be about to wake up, I would see a Nigerian woman that would come to me, and she would start to cry, and she would be holding me, and I would be crying and saying, please get away from me. I don't even know you. Who are you? Please get away from me. So this woman, later on, she told me that she was my boyfriend's mother, and she was like, are you enjoying my son's money? Do you know the things that my son had to do in order for you to enjoy his money? And then I told my Nigerian blesser that these were the dreams that I was having. He then took me to this other church because he said that the things that I was seeing in my dreams, they were just pure demonic. I was prayed for by another Nigerian pastor, but when he was praying for me, the funny thing that he did was that he was holding me on top of my head, and it was very painful. He did not even pray out loud. He was just whispering to himself, and the pastor's wife and my boyfriend was whispering to himself as well. And after they had prayed for me, I never had those dreams ever again. Then he took me to another party. So at that party, everyone that was there was supposed to wear red clothing. If you were a man, you would be wearing like those Nigerian dresses that the men wear, that would be red in color. And as for the women, you had to wear only a lingerie. And he had bought for me a nice lingerie set that was red in color. That is what I was wearing. When we got there, I felt much comfortable because all the other women were wearing the same lingerie sets that I was wearing. That day I discovered that we love money, us as women, because the women that were there, all of them were dating Nigerians. They were only South African women, and some of them were as young as 17 years. Can you imagine, Brother Nashi, a girl that is 17 years dating a 40-year-old Nigerian guy for the sake of money? When I was at that party, me and my Nigerian, we used to have on and off. When I would ask for money, he would accuse me of being a gold digger. So this did not make me feel so nice, and I wanted to walk away from my Nigerian boyfriend because of that. So then I started to speak with another Nigerian blesser who was also there, and I started dating that guy. I did not know that these people, they are in the same cult. I then broke up with my Nigerian boyfriend, and he asked me why. I lied to him, and I told him that I was tired of dating Nigerians. Then I started to have dreams. When I had broken up with him, that very same snake would come to me, and this snake will start to demand all the money that the Nigerian guy had given to me. When I would say that I don't have money and I never ate his money, then I would find myself sleeping on a red garment. Sleeping on that red garment, I would be surrounded by money all over me, and this would be US dollars. And then the snake will start to laugh, and it will say, this is the money that he has given to you. I have counted all the money that he gave to you. Now it is time for you to pay me back my money. And I'll be like, how am I going to pay you? The snake will change, and it would become a man, a very short man with a very big manhood. It will start to sleep with me each and every morning. After I would have had those dreams, I would have a painful period. I would survive by using a water bottle that I would constantly be pressing on my pelvic area, because that was where the pain was coming from. So since this manhood was too big, it was damaging my womb, and my womb, it started to have some sores, and I kept on bleeding, and I had discharge. So I just felt lazy to go to the hospital, not knowing that I was damaging myself even more. By the time that I went to the doctors, there were just some liquid stuff that came out of me that looked like urine, but this was coming out of my womb, and I was told that I had developed cancer in my womb. I cried so loud when I was told that this cancer was spreading really fast. And later on, they told me that it was not cancer, it was fibroids. And then they told me that it was cancer again. So I was so much confused. They removed some fibroids from my womb, which were 30. That was why I was feeling so much pain. And they said that I was supposed to have another operation done on me because I had cancer again, and it was spreading really fast. They were scared that it would spread to the other parts of my body. So that is how my womb was removed. I even tried to borrow money from this Nigerian guy when I told him that an operation was supposed to be done on me, and I was scared for the operation to be done at the government hospital. At least what he was supposed to do was to make a plan so that I can go to the private clinic. He laughed and he said, hey, so you want to go to the private doctors now, but you dumped me. Go and speak with your boyfriend and stop being a fool. And that was the last message that he sent to me. So this is what happened to me. I just want other girls to know that once you start to date these Nigerians that are very rich, you need to accept that you might be dating a man that is a ritualist, and when you date a man that is a ritualist, make sure if you love money, do whatever that he wants you to do. Otherwise, you will be sorry. This is what happened to me. I don't have a womb anymore. When you post my story, please tell me. I'll be following through in the comment section. Yo, dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our DM sister. Let us try to speak with our dear sister in the comment section. Strange things indeed, they do happen in this world.